The story of the Atlantic is a story of Jersey, and it's been my home now for 60 years. And I think the more I've travelled, the more I've realised what a special place this is. It's a mini national park. It's an area of sand dunes. It's an area of flora and fauna. And I know that for our guests that come here, they come here for that sense of being able to relax, getting away from it all. Well, we first came to Jersey in 1959, which is now 60 years ago. My father started out with a small property called the Penguin Hotel, and he put all his money into the hotel, which meant that when we first arrived, we lived in a little wooden chalet in the car park. And he was constantly found himself giving the same message. Jersey needs a new hotel of international standard. All the locals said he was absolutely mad, but he had complete conviction in what he was doing. He went out around Europe looking at new hotels, and he took that experience with his architect to build the Atlantic Hotel as it stands today. And of course, to build the hotel, he had to borrow a lot of money. It made perfect sense for him to go to Barclays, because we've banked with Barclays for 6 generations now, and that was the vital support that enabled the project to take place. Within 3 years of opening, the hotel was a great success, and all those locals who doubted him were finding them saying he was a genius, that Henry Burke. I suppose growing up in a hotel family that just seemed natural to follow in my father's footsteps, and I resolved to go out and learn my trade so that if I go back to the hotel one day in Jersey, I know that I'm going there because I've got the right qualifications and not just because I'm the owner's son. So I eventually came back to Jersey in late 1985 and spent a couple of years with my father learning about the business, learning about the people on the island who support us, our suppliers. And I remember that every day we would take a walk down to the headland together, where we have a little bench which we used to know as the secret bench, and we'd sit there and we'd look out over this amazing bay. And I think at that time it seemed as though we had all the time in the world. After a couple of years, he decided it was time for him to step back, and he appointed me managing director, and I've been in charge of the business now for over 30 years. And just as when the hotel first started, my father had this vision to create a hotel of international standard. I suppose what I've done, if anything, over these years is to try to keep evolving the property to keep those standards in place. One of the things that dawned on me very early on is that there are no barriers. And if you have a small hotel, why can't your hotel be just as good as a small hotel anywhere else in the world? Of course, what's really made this journey such a success is the wonderful team of people that we have within the business, many of whom have been with us for a long time. Hotels are about people. Maybe the people who own them, but the people who work in them, the people who supply them, and of course the guests who stay in them. And that's such a big part of everything that we do here at the Atlantic. I think that what we do as a family is we create a stage where some very talented people can express themselves. We encourage them to run it as if it's their own place. For people who are truly passionate about their craft, we're able to offer a very special opportunity, and very happy to put our trust in them, and that trust is rewarded time and time again.